I made my sister pay my kid back after calling it not a big deal. My daughter Maya is 11 years old. She's been saving money for 2 years straight. Birthday cash, tooth fairy money, doing extra chores around the house for $1 here and there. She had one goal, a professional art set she'd seen at the craft store. It cost $340. She saved every single penny herself. Last month, she finally hit her goal. She was so proud, she cried. I'd never seen her that happy. My sister Colleen came over last weekend while I was at work. My husband was home but had to run out for 20 minutes to grab groceries. He asked Colleen to watch Maya. She said no problem. When I got home that night, Maya was in her room sobbing. I asked what happened. She wouldn't tell me, just kept crying into her pillow. I found my husband in the kitchen looking furious. He told me what happened. While he was gone, Colleen took Maya to the craft store. Maya brought her $340 because she wanted to finally buy her art set. Colleen convinced her to spend it on something else instead. My blood went cold. On what? Colleen told Maya that art supplies were a waste of money, that she should invest in something practical. She walked Maya over to the electronics section and convinced her to buy a tablet. A tablet Colleen picked out. A tablet Colleen said she could borrow sometimes since they'd be sharing it. Maya didn't want a tablet. She wanted her art set, but Colleen kept pushing, kept saying she'd regret wasting money on pencils and paint, kept saying this was the smarter choice. Maya is 11. She trusted her aunt. She bought the tablet. When my husband got back from the store, Colleen was already gone. Maya was sitting on the couch holding a tablet she didn't want, crying because she realized what happened. I called Colleen immediately. She laughed it off. Oh, come on. It's not a big deal. I did her a favor. Art supplies are stupid. She'll thank me later when she has something useful. I told her Maya saved for 2 years for that art set. 2 years. She was devastated. Colleen said kids get over things fast, that I was being dramatic. I hung up on her. The next morning, I drove to Colleen's apartment. I knocked until she answered. She looked annoyed. What do you want? I want you to return that tablet and give Maya her $340 back. Colleen rolled her eyes. I'm not doing that. The tablet's already opened. It's non-refundable now. Then you're paying her back yourself. She laughed in my face. For what? Teaching her financial responsibility? You manipulated an 11-year-old into spending her savings on something she didn't want, so you could borrow it. Colleen's face changed. That's not what happened. That's exactly what happened. You're paying her back. Every cent. She told me to leave. I didn't. I pulled out my phone and called our mom, put her on speaker, told her everything. Every single detail. How Maya saved for 2 years. How Colleen pressured her. How Colleen admitted she wanted to borrow the tablet. Our mom went silent for 10 seconds. Then she said one sentence that made Colleen's face go white. You have 48 hours to pay that child back or I'm cutting you out of the will. Colleen started stammering. Mom, that's insane. It's just a tablet. She's overreacting. You stole from a child. Our mom's voice was ice cold. I raised you better than this. 48 hours, Colleen. She hung up. Colleen stared at me with pure hatred. You're really doing this over $340? You did this over $340, I said. You saw an 11-year-old with cash and decided you deserved it more. 2 days later, a Venmo notification popped up on my phone. $340 from Colleen. The message just said fine. I showed Maya. She didn't smile, didn't celebrate, just looked at me and asked why Aunt Colleen would do that to her. I didn't have a good answer. We went to the craft store that afternoon. Maya picked out her art set, the exact one she'd been dreaming about. When we got home, she spent 3 hours just organizing everything, touching every pencil, every brush. Colleen hasn't spoken to me since. Our mom told me Colleen called her crying about being treated unfairly. Mom told her actions have consequences. Last week, Maya showed me her first painting with a new set, a portrait of our family. She's actually talented. Colleen's not in the painting.